I was born in 1931 in a city called Pampa, Texas. My dad, it was during the time that there was not enough money going around, and my dad couldn't find a job. So he got with my mother's sister, and they started a nightclub. Well, if she hadn't had the questions, I would have forgot everything. I would have forgot everything. I would think that's not important. First name, Betty. Last name, Cleveland. This is my story.
Hey everyone, this is Ryan with Marks and Time Media Group, and we've got Wyatt Alderman here. This is a really cool thing that we've got cooking up, and this is part of Wyatt's dream. It's called Legacy Tributes. So we're just going to kind of go over with Wyatt what made him want to do this, what made him, what's his desire in this, what are his goals, and how it's going to help you create legacy tributes. So take it away, Wyatt.
Hey, Ryan. Thank you so much for having me, and for also being such a great boss.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah, got to start out with that. And how Legacy Tributes actually started was actually all the way back in Greece. I did a mission trip over there, I think it was in 2017, with the refugees over there, it was hearing their story like really marked me, because they came from a place where everything, they originally had like everything and were doing really well, and then their country got invaded and they had to flee. And so there was so many stories of grief, resilience, and hope. And I'm like, you know what? I love hearing people's stories. Maybe I could actually tell people's stories for a living. And so I started that out with doing photography and just really wanting to tell people's stories that way. And so with that, I ended up deciding to pursue a degree program, my associate's degree in photography and creative media.
Now this threw me off. I've got to be honest, I didn't even know you had a degree in photography.
I do.
You should tell more people about that, Wyatt.
Yeah.
Tell more people about your degree.
Yeah. So it took me about 6 years or so to actually complete because of COVID. Kind of threw everything off. And but I think it was in 2022 I had the opportunity to finish pursuing my degree in photography and creative media. And originally it was just going to be photography, but the gal who was in charge of my degree was like, there's a documentary film school in England, and that's like one of the only places available for you to finish your degree. And I'm like, well, how long am I supposed to be over there? For a year. And so
Wow.
I'm like, you know what? I'm going to risk it. I know it's still COVID time. And so I left the beginning of the second wave of COVID.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into the country the day before the UK shut down for US citizens.
Right in the nick of time.
So I'm like, I didn't really have any idea how to do documentaries or really videos at all. And I was just, I was kind of in this foreign place. I didn't know anybody. I didn't know what the hell I was doing. And, but I'm like, okay, I'm just going to go with it. And I fell more in love with storytelling through the teachers and the coaches there. And it was a very small school, one staff per student, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
There was only 2 students, me and one other gal. And it kind of started my documentary journey. And with that, I was able to, graduate with my degree. And then I ended up taking a year in Africa to document. Well, it first started with my sister to document the ministry that she was helping with, and then I was offered a sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Just give me 1 second to.
Well, yeah, and so you were offered a. Now, when you came back from Africa, is that when you came back to Marks and Time?
Correct.
Okay, gotcha. And so, one thing, just kind of to go down that path a little bit.
Yeah.
You've almost been here 2 years.
It's
Marks and Time
it's
Media
crazy.
Group come January, which is wild. And so I've kind of went around and I kind of talked to all the team, and I was like, what are some things, obviously everyone knows that we go around and we shoot houses and video houses and all that fun stuff, but I asked the team, I was like, what are some things that you guys would want to do with Marks and Time, right?
Yeah.
Like, we've got a vast arsenal of stuff that we can do.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't realize we can do other things, right? They just think we take pictures of houses, which we do all kinds of stuff. And so this was a real passion of yours that you're like, hey, I want to do this. And so I was like, great, let's set something up where people can basically, with real estate, we are a one-stop shop, but we can one-stop shop that. And that kind of brings into your recent story
Right.
of another reason why you really wanted to start this. And so I guess kind of take us from there.
Sounds good. Yeah. So I think it was earlier this year, both my grandpas got re-diagnosed with cancer. And one's had cancer on and off for probably 10 plus years, but he's always fought back. And the other one, it was just very recent. And so I ended up like, man, I would really like to be able to document their story and kind of their legacy, and kind of their history on how they grew up and how they became the man they are today. Mm-hmm. However, as time went on and cancer spread, it can be cancer can be a real pain. And it ended up taking his voice. And I was not able to document what I wanted to. And so that's kind of one of my regrets. And so I'm like, so this time I'm not letting that slide.
Absolutely.
I only have one grandpa left, and luckily I have the chance and opportunity to go over this Christmas to be able to document his story, and I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, so this Christmas you're gonna film your grandpa, and you wanting to do this kind of put kicked me in the pants a little bit, and Jackie, because so Betty Rose, our firstborn, her namesake, Betty Cleveland, is 94 now.
Good for her.
Grandma Betty is 94, and so that's the little sample that you saw just going in. And so we went down to Arizona this Thanksgiving, and Jackie was like, "We're gonna video Grandma." I'm like, "Yes, we are." So I went down there. I was like, "Oh, 300 gig card's enough. That's an hour and a half's worth of video." Grandma talked for 2.5 hours. So we've got a lot to comb through, but I'm really glad we did it. And so I hope Grandma Betty lives to be 110, or is a centurion, right? I mean,
oh yeah,
she's still going strong, but it's important to do that, right? Like even with my dad would tell me stories that I'm just like, oh my word, like that's he wasn't even that old, right? He was 69 when he passed, and so he would tell me stories that I was like, oh man, that's crazy. Like, Dad, you should write a book.
Yeah.
Right? But in reality, I should have said, Dad, here's a camera, talk into this camera.
Yeah.
Like, tell me about this. Tell me about being shipwrecked on Lake Michigan. You know, like all of these crazy stories, you know? And so I think that's really awesome. Anyway, anything you want to add on to that, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's awesome that you were able to document your grandma, you know, at that age. And, you know, she's so precious at that age too. And as I was, you know, looking over some of the video footage that you had, it's just like, man, some of the stories that she had were incredible.
I mean, she raised 6 kids as a single mom. Like, it's wild.
That's
crazy,
bizarre.
You know, like the strength that she had, and a couple times, you know, there was some pretty severe car accidents that was like, wow, it's just crazy. But, you know, and that was like 50 years ago or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
The other thing that we were going to mention and talk about a little bit is one thing Marks in Time does. We really go on the whole time thing, if anyone's noticed, right?
Yeah.
Marks in Time. Everything's a mark in time. But we have the ability to transfer some of these old tapes that your grandpa might have. Maybe some old negatives, some old slides, some, you know, when you would hold those cameras and you pull the trigger and, you know, the 8mm reels and Super 8s.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. But yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You've never seen one. We actually have one up on the shelf over there. We've got one that it doesn't work, but.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so we can transfer all that stuff and then incorporate that into the project for people.
That's an amazing opportunity.
And so tell us a little bit about, I guess that kind of brings us into the pricing here, like where we start, where we end a little bit.
Yeah, so we start pricing for like individual interviews as like a legacy light from like starting from $850, and then couples are $1,200. And you know, you'll be able to actually have like an hour interview. You can either sit down, you know, at whatever location you choose, and we've got this studio here that you can sit down at, and or we'll bring everything over there, and document your story for an hour, and then the Legacy Plus is we'll add on like another hour, and you can add one or two more family members to that.
Okay.
And you can kind of and it'll be more of a family inclusive style interview.
Right.
And then the best one is documentary Legacy, and it's pretty much being able to document like a place or a thing that you really love, and are able to, like, say you're into woodworking, we can kind of document some of that and have some behind the scenes and implement that into
so get Grandpa when he's
driving tractor,
working the wood lathe or whatever.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also you'll have like a hour-long family style shoot for like video and photo, and being able to document like family and friends kind of interacting with the grandpa or grandma or whoever story it's going to be. And
that's really cool.
Yeah.
And then tell us about what we're going to be doing for the camera shy people.
For the camera shy people, we have a audio only.
Okay.
And so it'll be like a sit down interview for like an hour, and it'll be kind of like a podcast style. And so they don't have to look at the camera or anything, just mic them up, and they'll be able to tell their story. And we'll have pre-made up questions and guide them through, let them know some of the questions beforehand so they can get prepped for the answers. And
right.
Yeah.
And then also, one thing that I noticed that was really helpful, so obviously Jackie knows Betty really well. Obviously, she lived with her grandma for a while even. And so, like, she knew questions, and she texted everyone and asked, like, hey, what do you want me to ask Grandma?
Yeah.
So we're kind of going in and set up for both, where if a family member wants to participate or if they want us to just do the whole thing.
Exactly.
It can be whatever works good for the family.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, that is really cool. The other thing I was going to mention, on the media transfer stuff, we are doing credits. So like, the base package just automatically gets $100.
$100 credit, yeah.
$100 credit towards media transfer services. So that could be included into the final product and the final video for the family. Yeah, anything else that you could think of?
And turnaround time is about 2 weeks, because we have lots of other projects and stuff as well. And so we should get that to you within about 2 weeks. So I'm really looking forward to being able to share with you guys like the memories that we're making with your family. And it's where memories become legacies.
Awesome. Memories become legacies. Where do people go to if they wanted to order one right now? The first 10, just to get this started, we're going to be offering 25% off. And where do they go to sign up for one?
marksandtime.com/legacy tributes.
Awesome. So marksandtime.com/legacy tributes. The first 10 of these that we sign up get 25% off. So if you want us to come over for Christmas and sit down with Grandma, let us know.
Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait. All right.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Thanks,
awesome.
Wyatt.
I was born in 1931 in a city called Pampa, Texas. My dad, it was during the time that there was not enough money going around, and my dad couldn't find a job. So he got with my mother's sister, and they started a nightclub. Well, if she hadn't had the questions, I would have forgot everything. I would have forgot everything. I would think that's not important. First name, Betty. Last name, Cleveland. This is my story.